the latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I react on news that has to do with Africa across the world. So together we can unite to fight for our liberation, especially for us to be able to decolonize the mentality so we can see ourselves as one people. Today we are in South Africa, and the question is, who really owns South Africa? A sister came out to ask this question, who owns South Africa? According to her, the 1884 Berlin Conference, there were a lot of things that were kept in place that we need to dismantle.
Who really owns South Africa? Who really owns South Africa? Now, to those of you who don't know what the Berlin Declaration is, let me give you a little bit of insight. It was in 1884 where the Berlin Declaration formalized at the Berlin Conference that was an agreement between European states or European powers and Americas to establish rules for colonizing Africa without any African representation. The Berlin Declaration said European countries can colonize this continent without any form of African representation. This is where borders were instituted on the continent. It was different administrative ideals that were put together around what it would need to take for Africa to be colonized. Whilst Africa was functioning in 1884 independently, in Europe, the Berlin Declaration said that European countries can claim and put a stake, and by the way, that's how it worked. They could put a stake on any part of the continent and they could claim it as theirs. The sad part is about the Berlin Declaration, which you and I are going to explore this evening, is that the Berlin Declaration in many African states till today has not been dismantled. We have not dismantled the rules, the regulations that came in from Europe on how is it that Africa could be used for the purposes of extraction. Till today, have you ever wondered why is it that we extract raw materials from Africa, we extract diamonds from South Africa, we extract gold from South Africa, we extract raw materials from South Africa, and then we ship off these raw materials to Europe. It gets manufactured, industrialized, turned into finished products, and then they come and sell it back to us at a higher margin. Why is that? And it's not because we do not have the means of production. It's not because we don't have the capacity to establish the means of production. It's because we have yet to dismantle some of these declarations that were signed without African representation. So I ask you this evening, and the question that we're going to be answering as a collective is, who really owns South Africa?
Africans haven't taken the time to do our homework to know where we have fallen. How can we extract gold, diamonds, and all these resources, yet we transport or export them in their raw form to these people for them to turn them into finished goods, bring them back to Africa, sell it to us? That it's not because we do not have the production capabilities. If we don't owe our production, if we don't owe whatever, how do we progress as a people? And these people are benefiting largely from all these things that they have done, and that is the reason to which Africans, we need to unite to do away with this. We don't owe the narrative. If we do, and if we are actually free, by now we will be the ones that will be turning our resources into finished goods before exporting them. It is only Africa that is doing this, and it's because of what they have done. Now they are not there. 1884, yet this is still working. We go to South Africa and they are making sure that the white minority that are there own the vast land while the indigenous are suffering. Yet they have turned the narrative for us to believe that it is because of our brothers and sisters from other neighboring countries coming into South Africa is the reason to which we are not finding ourselves something to do. But that is not true. And this is the same thing they are doing, making it look like we have given the mandate to leaders who have no clue as to what to do. And that is why they always say it is our leaders that are corrupt, and that is the reason to which Africa isn't moving forward. But they are not telling the world the things that they have done And that is the reason to which Africa is finding it so difficult to move forward. Until we are able to dismantle all those things, we can never own the narrative. People sit outside of the continent and they control everything that is here, control our leaders, and for how long must we continue to allow that to happen? You and I have a responsibility, and we need to know who owns South Africa, who owns Africa, before we can decide what to do next to set ourselves free. If we continue to sit down to be fighting among ourselves, claiming that we are the reason to which we are not moving forward, then we'll continue to be here and will never move forward. While the real people that are causing this problem will sit down and be laughing at us. The time has come for the African to rise up, to fight, united, to set the continent free. There is no one that will come here to set us free if we ourselves do not rise up to fight. We are so excited of what is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, and this is what we need to be fighting for all over Africa, so we can own ourselves, because we do not own ourselves. We need to wake up from that sleep that Africa belongs to us. We own the resources, we own everything. People own everything. And who is the owner of South Africa and Africa? We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make African great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, Southern Africa, and in South Africa.